What's going on, guys? Welcome to the 500th episode of BlackTideTV. This is the 500th video I've ever uploaded. I was actually going to do something special today. I was going to do a supply drop opening and use my 500th video as a lucky star while I tried to get some new weapons, but the two topics I've chosen today are more time sensitive. I've got the Zombies in Spaceland trailer in-depth discussion, I guess I'm going to call this video, and then the second video that I'm going to have today is going to be on the Underworld Camel, which is a camo that you can earn through special contracts. Came out yesterday and I've already earned it, so I'm going to do the first look camo on that as well. So these two things are pretty new. I want to get them out while they're still relevant, so that's why I'm saving that supply drop opening for tomorrow, starting right away with the Zombies in Spaceland trailer. In this video, I'm going to do a full discussion. We're going through, and I've watched this trailer a couple times. I've slowed it down so I can make sure that I see every little thing, and I've come up with all of the crazy things that I've seen in this trailer. Maybe you might have missed them on your first watch through, and we're just going to discuss what each of these things could mean, the deeper meaning of all the crazy stuff that's happening in this trailer, because it's still really up in the air right now. Even though we've got a trailer and we've got like this mystery boxing that happened and all that, there's still so many questions to be asked about the zombies in Infinite Warfare, and hopefully we're gonna guess towards those answers in this video, and hopefully we're gonna be right with some of them. I think a lot of my predictions are gonna be pretty close, so without further ado, let's start off with this trailer. Now, I can't actually show the trailer in today's video just because of copyright reasons. I don't want to get strikes and all that, especially because there's a well-known 80s tune actually playing. I don't know if it's 80s or 90s, I'm pretty sure it's 80s. There's a well-known 80s tune playing throughout the entire trailer, and that will just be copyright strikes up the wazoo if I even try to play that. I don't know how other YouTubers get to play that, like they've got special, I don't know how they do it. I honestly do not know how people can post a trailer and monetize it and just go over and do the review of it without getting copyright strikes. But I don't know how to do that, so we're just going to go ahead and go through this whole trailer, and I'm just going to, I'll give you an in-depth description of what's going on in it. So the very first thing that we get in this trailer is the song Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood comes on, obviously the song that's playing throughout the whole trailer, and this gets me thinking maybe there's going to be an 80s soundtrack to this. Like all of the other Zombies experiences, Extinction, and all that stuff that we've had before, it's always been really serious, and I talked about this in yesterday's video, which I'll link in the description and in the card in the top right corner, but it's always been super serious, and the tone of the music has been like orchestral, I think that's the word, where it's like more like orchestra-y music. It's like made up music, whereas this, immediately in the trailer, we've got like this actual song, like an actual made song, and it's from the 80s, and the whole theme of this Zombies in Spaceland thing is 80s, so I'm thinking, oh, that'd be really cool if there was 80s music playing throughout the whole game. Like while you're playing, actually at the end of the trailer, you see this character that seems to be in like a sound booth, so maybe he's in there, he's like the DJ, he's playing you music while you kill your zombies or whatever, while you have a fun time. Like it adds to the kind of the fun of the gameplay, I think, if there's cool music happening and there's all this kind of atmosphere that's happening around you. I think it would be really cool if there was like 80s music playing throughout the whole thing. Next, we got our characters running in with very 80s costumes, and I actually just thought of this when I was rewatching the trailer this morning, is that maybe you can customize your characters in this, because when they sent out these mystery boxes, which I've covered in a couple different videos, when they sent out these mystery boxes to all these prominent YouTubers, they actually had multiple shirts in them, like multiple different colors and stuff, so maybe you can customize your character in this new Zombies experience. I think that'd be pretty cool if maybe you ranked up and unlocked different outfits and stuff. I just think that would be a cool little addition to the game that you don't actually have in the current Zombies. And then when these characters are running into the Spaceland theme park, one guy's carrying an axe, like a really big axe. It looks like a slash and burn style axe, like a fireman's axe. Maybe it replaces the Bowie knife, because all the other characters at this point are running in with real guns. Like they all have real guns, and then this guy's just running in with an axe, like a bat out of hell. Like I don't know what he's doing with this axe, but he seems to be pretty confident in only using an axe at this point. And sure, it might be the very beginning of the game, but maybe that means that this axe is going to be extremely powerful. Maybe it's going to kill zombies really quickly. we're not sure yet. The next thing we see is all of the characters are standing up on this pedestal, and they're firing at this wave of zombies, and one weapon sticks out in particular, and that's like this Ghostbusters style beam weapon that they're using. It's kind of like the EM1 from Advanced Warfare, but in Advanced Warfare, the EM1 shot a straight beam, like it came out like perfectly straight out of the barrel. This weapon is like wavy. It's like, it looks like the beam from Ghostbusters. Like it's like slopping all over the place. It's very, very strange, and I'm excited to see what it does. It seems to me like it's going to be some kind of wonder weapon or something, unless they're just going to go completely crazy with their weapons in this zombies mode. Then it definitely would seem to be a kind of wonder weapon to me. The way that this thing is acting, it's kind of crazy, it's unpredictable, it looks really cool, it looks very powerful, and I'm excited to see what it does. Next, we've got a couple different, this is from right away we get into a spinning ride and a roller coaster, but then throughout the rest of the video we actually see a couple other of the deadly rides in Spaceland that are used to kill zombies. So I've just got a list of all the deadly rides here. First thing is we've got this spinning ride. It's kind of like a rocket. It's like, it reminds me of, you know how astronauts train before they go out into space? They sit in that G-force thing where it spins them around really, really fast, and then it like takes away the gravity or whatever. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I'm no astronaut, but that is basically how they train before they go out into space, right? It reminds me of that. It's like this rocket that spins around, and zombies actually run past this thing, and they just get blown away. The thing flies by them, and it just shoots them away, instantly killing them. So it's going to be pretty cool to see how these rides are actually going to work, where can they kill you? Can they only kill the zombies? Do you have to time them just perfectly to kill the zombie? Like, it's going to be interesting to see how you can use these rides to your disposal. They might actually activate like traps in the current zombies, or they might just be all on their own. Like, maybe you just have to know the timing of them just to get through them by yourself, and then maybe they'll kill the zombies as they follow you through. The next ride that we actually see is a Writable roller coaster. So there's actually target shooting in this roller coaster, and immediately when I saw this, I'm like, Easter egg potential right there. Like, maybe you have to go through that and you have to shoot certain targets or whatever to activate a part of the Easter egg. Looks pretty cool. There's actually zombies running through the roller coaster while you're shooting the targets, and they're trying to attack you at the same time. There are two more rides that I noticed that actually do a lot in this video, and the first one is this big dinosaur mouth. I'm not really sure if it's a ride or not, but the characters run through this dinosaur mouth or crocodile mouth, or I'm not really sure what it is exactly, but the zombies follow through, and the dinosaur mouth closes down and it crushes all the zombies. So again, is that going to be activated? Is that just going to be timed? Are you going to be like, oh my god, am I going to make it? And you try and run through as fast as you can before it closes down on you? I'm not sure. There's another ride, and this one's definitely the weirdest. I'm not sure what kind of ride this would be. Maybe it's some kind of like that parachuting, like indoor parachuting or something like that, but it's called Atmosphere is all you can really see on the edge of the ride that you actually get to see in the trailer. It says Atmosphere, and it's just sucking zombies into the air, like zero gravity. It is just, there's a bunch of zombies run by and they just get sucked into the air like instantly. So it's pretty crazy. Maybe we're going to be able to use that ourselves. Maybe we can jump up into the air and use that to float to a higher area of the map. I'm not sure. Again, like, there's so many questions that, like, this trailer actually gave us more questions than answers, as most trailers for Call of Duty usually do. There are new monkey bombs in this new zombies, and those are boom boxes that are strapped with C4 or strapped with some kind of explosive, and they're hilarious. They throw them down and it makes the zombies dance to death. They're like break dancing, and they're like, it's just so cool. They're dancing until they die. It's hilarious, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to watch what kind of moves these zombies pull out on the dance floor. Next, we get a look at all of our characters. We've got Andre, Poindexter, Sally, and AJ. Now, it seems to me like these are going to be filling out classes. Andre's like the cool guy, the gangster guy. Poindexter's like the brains or the geek. The Sally's the cheerleader or the popular girl, and then AJ's the jock. Immediately when I saw these characters, I'm thinking like Breakfast Club characters. Like, when I'm seeing these characters, I'm like, oh, like, it seems like they're really reaching into like the past. They're really reaching into the 80s, and they're picking out all this crazy stuff that is from the 80s, like the music, the style, even like these Breakfast Club style characters. It's really interesting. But what I'm thinking is maybe classes are coming back from extinction. Like maybe each of these characters has access to different perks or different weapons or abilities, and maybe you need to use them for different sections. Maybe you need to use the jock to do some kind of athletic thing, whereas Poindexter might not be able to do that. Maybe you need to use Poindexter to do some computer programming or some bullshit like that. Like, I don't know, but maybe you have to use each individual character for a certain task. Maybe they are actually classes. Remember the classes that were in Extinction? There was like the tank, and there was, oh, I can't even remember them that well. I didn't play Extinction, but there were these certain classes in Extinction. Maybe they're kind of bringing that back for zombies in Spaceland. Next, we see a magic wheel, and it might be replacing the mystery box, or it might be replacing Pack-a-Punch. It looks like there's two different weapons that kind of flash back and forth when they're using the wheel, so I'm leaning more towards mystery box, but it could be Pack-a-Punch, as they might have put the first weapon in, and it came out the second weapon as a Pack-a-Punch weapon. And then we have some clown zombies that run under the screen, so basically fuck my life. I'm scared of clowns, and, well, not zombies so much, but clown zombies. I mean, like, that's like the absolute worst version of a clown. So we've got those to deal with. Lucky for us. Next, we've got Poindexter using the axe, so he gets a one-hit kill with the axe. Then we see Andre actually using brass knuckles to punch a zombie and kill a zombie in one hit with brass knuckles. And then it gets pretty weird. This is where the whole trailer kind of takes a turn for the weird. We've got this green ray, like magic ability coming out of what seems to be Sally's hands. Like the hands look smaller. They seem to be like a female's hands. I'm assuming it's Sally, but she's got like this magic ability where she shoots her hands out and this green ray kind of blasts out and knocks back like half a dozen zombies. Pretty weird looking, but not as weird as we get into after that. So next we get a really, really quick flash of this alien zombie. Like he's got this big alien kind of head, and he swings his arm and just completely blasts something apart. It's not really it's indistinguishable what he's blasting apart, but it just completely just shatters whatever he hits, and he's pretty creepy looking. Next, we've got a disco ball laser that's carving up the dance floor. All the zombies are kind of dancing on the dance floor. It seems to be some kind of a trap or something like that you might activate. It's very similar to the monkey bombs, or to the boombox bombs, I guess they're called. Next, we see a cryolator, and this is freezing zombies on the spot. It's kind of like the cryolator from Fallout 4, where it's like this really big kind of LMG, or kind of like just heavy weapon style weapon, and it shoots out this freeze ray, and it's just freezing all the zombies on the spot. Looks very, very powerful. Next, we get another alien zombie shows up, and he kind of looks like a tiki guy. Like the whole shape of him, he kind of looks like a tiki to me. And he actually shoots a beam out of his head, like one of those Ghostbusters beams is actually shooting out of his head towards the player. So maybe the zombies are finally shooting back. Next, we've got missiles falling from the sky, and I'm thinking this is part of the Easter egg. I don't think that missiles would just fall from the sky randomly in this map, but who am I to say that? Maybe they do. I'm assuming it's part of the Easter egg where you complete one part and missiles start falling from the sky or something. Next, we've got a special robot zombie. So when they kill this zombie, his legs break off, and his body turns into a rocket. He shoots up into the sky and explodes. So that might just be like some weird, like that might just happen on certain rounds or something, or maybe only certain zombies are like that. Definitely interesting how that's happening. Maybe that's again part of an Easter egg. Maybe you have to blow up so many of these zombies, or blow them up in a certain area so they shoot up and blow up something on the ceiling or in the sky. Next, we got a hulking zombie. This is almost right at the very end of the trailer. He kind of replaces the Panzer Soldat, where he's like really big and really hard to kill. It looks like they were shooting at the head of this zombie and just completely ruining his day, until the point that he rips off his helmet and he gets pissed off. At this point, you can probably shoot him in the head and kill him. Then after this, we get to the menu. It says Zombies in Spaceland, and it's like pre-order to get this, and we actually have a new pre-order bonus for Infinite Warfare. So let me tell you what that is. There is the Zombies in Spaceland pack, and in very, very small writing, it's very hard to see unless you go into full screen. You get this new weapon camo. It's a green weapon camo. It's got an animated playing card, and what it also says it has is a Fate and Fortune card pack. Now, is that going to be something for zombies? Is that going to be something for multiplayer? I'm not sure, but it sounds very, very interesting. I'm excited to see what a Fate and Fortune card pack does for you in this game. Obviously, it's going to be something good if it's coming in a pre-order package, so hopefully it'll be really cool. Last but not least, we get back from those menus where it's telling you to pre-order the game and stuff, and it basically comes back, and there's this guy, and he's standing in a sound booth. I mentioned this earlier. He's either some DJ, or he's a host, or he's the director of the zombies in Spaceland movie that's happening, and he's kind of standing in this sound booth. He's like, oh, these guys are killing it out here, folks. So he kind of seems like a host or something, but then it shows him, and I don't know who he is, but he definitely seems very familiar. He almost looks like David Hasselhoff or maybe Rick Astley. I don't know who this character is, but he looks like a famous character. Like, if you guys actually go to the end of the trailer, let me know in the comment section down below who you think that guy looks like. He definitely looks like somebody that was popular in the 80s that they animated into this trailer. So I'm excited to see what goes on with that. That is basically my breakdown of the trailer, of all the crazy things that I saw. Let me know what you think about all of this stuff in the comment section down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, if you heard anything that you found useful, or if you just, I don't know, what did you find? What did you think about the video? If you thought it was good, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button and just so you don't miss that Underworld Camo review that we're going to be doing a little bit later today, and the supply drop opening that we're going to be doing tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.